welcome to today's vlog, which is a little bit all over the place, but we got some things to talk about. There's a new Bachelor in town. I got a phone call this morning, and whatever the heck happened yesterday. So, let's do it.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, cause you can't stop it from shining
first
through.
things first, my hair is ratchet. I know it. I look, you know, like what is happening over here, but realistically, this describes my life. Minus the fact that my hair is ratchet. It's basically like Rachel lives in sweatpants and baggy t-shirts, but like more than half the time, her hair is most likely done, and like maybe like 40% of the time her makeup's done. You know, so it's like this weird mixture, but that's just my life. First, let's rewind to yesterday where I took the pups to the dog park.
Good afternoon, Earls fam. We are at the dog park with Archer and Krista, and Tracker just laid down in some freaking mud, so she's covered. Trax, are you kidding me? No, man. Oh my goodness. Well, this is interesting. Tracker, are you taking over the water? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna lay here and guard it, apparently. It's all mine. You muddy girl, I just washed you and she got right back in the mud.
So really quick, what you're about to see is we're having girls' night. We're gonna watch a movie. Well, we did watch a movie, but the dryer thing came unhooked at Krista's house and it got really hot and a fire alarm went off, and yep, that's what you're about to see. Wait, no, I have a new one. Are you looking out the window? Are you looking out the window? And then we watched The Choice, and it was great, and we laughed, and we stayed up really late talking, and it was wonderful.
So, Ranger, is it time for your morning party? What do you say? No? Lady Tracker of Fort Benning! Okay, I'm strange.
Alright, people, so, you know, last night, I'm having the girls' night, and I checked my Twitter, you know, since I didn't watch After Paradise, and I see Holy Mother Trucker, Nick is the new Bachelor, and I'm just like, what? 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 Like, literally, the girls were like, why are you freaking out about this? Because, like, they're not, like, really into it, you know, and I, like, tried to explain, like, everything that I know because I know way too much about the franchise. And it was just crazy. I immediately texted Harold's cousin, Rachel, because she understands my like craziness with the franchise, and was like, OMG, you were right. So this is like really dramatic, you guys, but this is seriously how it went down. So let me give you a little bit of backstory and my thoughts on this whole thing. Nick was on Andy's season, and he was a runner-up, right? And like, I didn't really like him on that season. I definitely saw like his flaws, but I am that person that like, even if somebody kind of sucks, I always try to see the good in them, especially on television, because I know like, hey, you know, they're still human beings. And I get really annoyed when people get like mean towards people, because I'm like, you just don't know their story. You know, you just don't know everything, and we all have our flaws, and like, not all of our flaws are like broadcasted out there. Sure, mine are, but like not everybody else's are, you know? So anyways, point being, I was like, he's not the best dude ever, but like, I didn't hate him. After the final rose aired with him and Andy and Josh, and he asked Andy, who wouldn't speak to him, like, hey, like, why did you sleep with me if the next morning you were gonna pick Josh? And everybody gave him so much crap. Like, that was like his downfall moment. But I was like, props to you, I wanna know the same question, you know? It's like, I'm sorry, but if you're not gonna respond to me in private when I've been reaching out to you, like, I need some closure here, and like, yeah, I wanna know, and this is the only way you're gonna talk to me, then I'm gonna ask my dang question. So I was like, good for you, Nick. Like, I totally agree with you. So America was like really pissed off about that. Well then, people, he goes on Andy's season, and I was like, okay, you know, whatever. So Harold, my husband, was a huge Sean B fan. Like, I don't know why, but he just like really liked Sean B. And so he did not like Nick all during that season, and he didn't like Nick before, even though like he doesn't like religiously watch the show like I do, but he watches it occasionally when I do, so he knows things, and I tell him. So anyways, he liked Sean, not Nick. But I like would point out things, I'm like, wait, but don't you see this and like that and blah blah blah. So he's like, yeah, okay, like whatever, but still like not about it. And I definitely was like, I like Nick. Like I don't like him. Like I wouldn't personally date him, obviously. Like I'm married, I'm not trying to date nobody, but like he wouldn't be my choice, but like I think he's a decent human being and like I would be his friend. I also started following him on Twitter and reading like his like blogs or like whatever he does, and like he would be on a bunch of like interviews and just like really trying to understand him a little bit better. And when I did that, I was like, okay, I totally get like so much of this stuff. Like, of course I don't 100% agree with everything, but like I definitely can see where he's coming from, and like really made some great points. He's really pretty honest and admits when he's wrong. That's like a pretty credible thing. Let's fast forward. This season, Luke was my favorite. Like, love you, Luke, buddy. His only flaw was like, dude, you need to be a little bit more goofy. You know, like, I get you're all like suave and like, you know, cool and nice, but like, where's your goofy side? I wanted to see that. So anyways, Bachelor franchise was definitely hyping it up. Like, homeboy is gonna be the Bachelor. So I was like, heck yes, I'm pretty excited about this. Also, he's West Point grad, so like, extra credits to you, dude. But then, of course, Bachelor in Paradise has been airing, right? And I watched that as well, and Nick's on it. And I think this was Nick's like really big like comeback, for America at least, you know, if they didn't already like him from Caitlyn's season. But you just saw like all the things that I had started seeing from the beginning, like his good side and his honesty and blah, 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 blah. But still, I didn't even think for a second that he would be the next Bachelor, because the Bachelor franchise sticks to a formula, you know what I'm saying? It's always like out of the top 4. Sometimes they switch it, you know, around. Like sometimes weird stuff can happen, but mostly it's out of the top 4, basically like 4, 3, or the third one or the fourth one, not normally the second one like JoJo. But Harold's cousin Rachel mentions this to me last time I saw her and was like I think it might be Nick. And I was like, whoa. I was like, what? I was like, no, like it can't be. But then I started paying attention. I was like, okay, wait. I can't remember why she thought it would be. I need to ask her again. Rachel, if you're watching this, let me know down in the comments why you thought it was Nick. So I started paying attention, and I see Ashley I post on Twitter, and it's like a poll of who should be the next Bachelor, and it's like Luke, Chase, and Nick. And I was like, oh snap, it's gonna be Nick. I was like, I think it probably will be, because there ain't no way that he would have been in that poll otherwise, you know? So I don't know, I was like really suspicious, but I was like, I don't know, that's a pretty big deal for them to do. And so last night when it happened, I just like, hold the chair. Are you kidding me? Like, they did this. ABC did this. But like, I totally give them credit for it too, you know? So it's like, I mean, I'm sad for Luke because I like him and I think he's totally genuine and like totally would have found somebody awesome. But I'm kind of like pumped for Nick because dude was runner-up twice, like got his heart broken twice, then went on Bachelor in Paradise, like showed, hey, I'm actually like a good dude, and so I'm rooting for him. I also root for everybody to find love and like figure out their life and like give everybody credit, even if like they do mess up at some point, because we're all just like human beings anyways. So I think it's going to be great. Also, another reason that I think it's going to be great is that Nick is very dedicated to the franchise in that he does not like to spoil things. I don't know, I think we're going to get a lot more out of him than we do previous Bachelors, because typically trying to please the franchise in a way of like they're kind of like scared of like what they can say, and I think Nick knows like I know what I can say, and like I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm gonna give you like the right answers, you know? When you ask me a question, I'm not gonna be like, oh well, like I'm over it or this. He's gonna like really go into it, and I feel like we're gonna see more, you know? So I'm really excited about it. Luke, you'll find a beautiful woman, a nice lady with a great heart, and it just wasn't your timing, but that's totally okay. So anyways, that's my wrap. I can't wait to watch the new season, and let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm pretty disappointed. I was trying out this lipstick, and like, it's definitely starting to like flake off. Well, that's a bummer, you guys. I can't believe that started flaking off. Now my lips are like so red because I just scrubbed it off, but I was really excited about that. Anyways, I was gonna tell you guys some more things about that phone call that I got this morning, but I'm gonna tell you that in tomorrow's vlog. So cliffhanger! Be sure to come back tomorrow to hear that story time, and I love God, love people, make a difference, be thankful. See you guys tomorrow, bye! I'm in the middle of writing Harold a letter right now, and I thought it might be pretty cool if some of you guys are interested, if you guys wanna leave a comment on this video, just something that you want to say to Harold or encourage him, and I'll like copy all of them into a document and print it off, and I'll send it in a letter to him. I don't want to necessarily like